Welcome to Crime Circus, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Drip Drop. If you've been subscribed, thank you. If you're thinking about it, go ahead and hit subscribe now so you don't miss an episode. I'm going to keep presenting original interrogation videos that no other channel on YouTube has. This isn't one of those inspired series. This is an original series. My name's Drip Drop and this is Crime Circus. Leave us a comment, hit the thumbs up button. Tonight, we have a 5th bonus episode. You, the viewer, requested it. There was only supposed to be 4 parts to the Orlando Assassins story, but this is a 5th bonus episode for you. It's a witness. This is just to give you a little insight on what it's like to be a witness if you witness something. And in a few days, I'm going to release an interrogation video of a police officer accused of murder. It's never been seen anywhere else. It's a Crime Circus exclusive. After that, I'm working on a 3-part series of an exotic dancer and her boyfriend, both convicted of murder and robbery. You don't want to miss that series. It'll probably be released within a week or 2. So make sure you stay subscribed. And let's jump right into this next episode, folks.
Okay. We just like to record everything, just so that it's always there. This is Detective Michael Fields of the Orlando Police Department. The date is July the 6th, 2019. Time is approximately 09:34 hours. This is a reference to OPD case number 2019-242-412. It is a homicide investigation. Presently located witness room number 7. Present with me is Detective Joe Lundy of the Orlando Police Department. Also present with me is, before we came down here, I told you a couple of things. I just want to make sure that we do it again for the audio tape. Okay. That this is a homicide investigation. It's a capital felony. Telling lies, and this is more severe than any other crime. Right. And you're voluntary. You're just a witness. You didn't do anything wrong. You're not in any kind of trouble. And anytime that you need to leave, then just let us know. To make sure that to keep you from having to give a written statement, can I get you to raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give in this case would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. You live at where at? 46. Right, okay. You hang out there at the house quite often? Yeah. I'm just going to cut right to the chase to avoid a lot of the headache. But on June the 28th, which was last Friday, do you know if you were home there? Yeah. You were home most of the day? Yeah. Do you remember what you were doing in the morning time, say around 8 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning?
Probably was outside smoking a cigarette. If I'm not mistaken, I took the trash back up to the house.
Yep. The green, the recycle bin thing. Yeah. Right? Did you talk to anybody?
My neighbor's friend. I don't know if that was her boyfriend or just a friend. It was some dude across the street.
What do you mean, some dude across the street?
He pulled up. I think it was like a black car.
Okay.
He pulled up. He jumped out and asked him for a cigarette. And him and I don't know who the kid was, but it was some red kid. Mm-hmm. asked them for a cigarette, and then I think that was it.
Which one gave you a cigarette?
And then one of them, they didn't have one.
Okay. Which one were you talking to?
I think he said his name was Lucky.
Is that your neighbor, boyfriend, or something?
I don't know if that's her because she has a lot of different guy friends coming over there.
Right.
So I'm not for sure if that was her boyfriend or just a friend. But I haven't seen him over there, so I thought that was maybe her new boyfriend. And so I was like, I need a cigarette.
Okay. How do you know Lucky?
I don't.
Who's the girl who lived next door? What?
The one across the street, Scotia.
So that's her boyfriend?
Like I said, I don't know.
Or friend.
Yeah, I'll say friend.
What makes you think that they're friends?
Because I never seen him there, and he just pulled the car in. And the way he put the car in is like he knew them. Like he ain't just pull in face first. He backed it in. So I assume he had to know him because don't just pull in random people's yard and just park the car.
Where does Scotia live at?
Directly across the street from me.
After you talked to them, where did they go?
They walked off. I went in the house. I went back inside.
So you don't know where they went?
No, they walked like towards Ivy Lane. But like I said, once they walked off, I went back in. And when I came back out later on that day, it's like a whole bunch of cops in front of the house.
Okay. Do you know the people who live next door to you?
Somewhat. I'm more talk to the kids than I actually do the adults.
Okay. This is the vital part.
Okay.
This is the part that's gonna be important.
Okay.
Any of those two guys stay next door?
No. The tall one that introduced himself as Lucky, he go over there. But like I said, I don't really see him over there a lot. So when he brought the car, it's like I said, he backed it all the way in up under the shield thing. And he came over. He asked me for a car cover. That's what it was. He asked me if I knew where to get a car cover from. I told him no. I asked for a cigarette, and he walked towards my neighbor's house. I grabbed the garbage can and went back in. And like I say, I see him come over there like it's in a blue, but it's not often that he's over there. He's usually on a bicycle, like when I see him.
How do you know his name is Lucky?
That's what he introduced himself as.
When? Just that one day?
Yeah. He I asked him his name, and I introduced myself, and he introduced himself as Lucky, and his friend, he ain't say nothing, he just like looked at me and walked off.
Let me come over here and show you this real quick. You recognize this?
Yeah.
What is this?
It's in front of my house.
Where were you sitting?
In the passenger seat on the King truck.
Why were you sitting there?
That's why I always sit to smoke my cigarettes, because I can't smoke in the house. Sit out there, watch YouTube, smoke a cigarette, talk on the phone.
Could you recognize that?
That black car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the car that pulled down.
Okay. So it backs in, right?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I think that's the dude Lucky.
So he walked over to you and he asked you Do you have a car cover?
If I knew where to get a car cover from. And that's the dude he was with, and he ain't really say too much to me.
And then that's the red guy.
Yeah.
So you don't recognize him as being your neighbor's kid?
No. He's definitely not one of them. Because he has, like, minors. That dude wasn't a minor.
How old do you think that he was?
I say at least, like, 22, 23.
Would you describe Lucky to me? About how old is he?
He looks like 25, 26.
Mm-hmm.
He's tall.
How tall?
I say like 6'1", 6'2".
How much do you think that he weighs? Or just
I
average?
say roughly like 200 pounds.
Okay.
Probably.
Is he dark skin, medium?
A little lighter than me, so I say like brown skin.
Okay. Does he have any goals or anything that you?
Just a lot of tattoos.
A lot of tattoos. How many times have you seen him?
Say roughly like 3 or 4 times max.
Okay. Who do you know absolutely knows him?
I will assume my neighbor because, like I said, he goes over there.
Okay.
And they sit in front of his house. Besides that,
okay. Does your neighbor across the street, what's her name again?
the one that stay directly across from me, Skasha.
Skasha. Does Skasha hang out at that house?
I seen her over the last few days, but like I say, she have a lot of guy friends, so she leaves a lot. Like a lot. So when she do come, she come chill at her house, or she'll go across to the neighbor's house next door.
Okay.
But besides that, she's barely there.
How about, did he say anything else? That was
his main question was where to get a car cover from.
okay. If you were to see Lucky again, would you know him?
Yeah.
Do you know where he might stay or where his people stay?
Don't, like I say, when I see him, he's on a bike.
Okay. So you never see him like, in pork and beans or Malibu?
Nah. I don't go as far as to the store and back.
Okay. All right. How about the red guy? How old do you think that he was?
Like 22, 23.
How tall do you think he was?
He's like 5'7". He's a little bit shorter than I am.
How much do you think that he weighs?
Honestly, like $150 soaking wet.
Okay. When you say red, I mean, like, I'm the reddest of all red.
He's a shade darker than you.
A shade dark. Everyone's a shade darker than me, bro. Did he have anything about his face or anything?
Nah, he just looked young. Honestly, he looked out of place.
Okay.
He ain't look like that was the type of neighborhood he'll stay in or be in.
Okay. Did he have any tattoos or anything that you know?
Not that was visible.
He was messing around with his ankle. Do you know what he was doing?
I believe he was scratching himself. Or I think he was scratching himself, like, because when he bent down, I thought he had an ankle monitor on. But if I'm not mistaken, he was scratching himself.
Could he have had an ankle monitor?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. What has the neighborhood been saying about that car?
It's honestly the second or third car since I've been home that was stolen and brought it to the neighborhood. So when the police came, it really wasn't a shocker that it was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
So we ain't really think too much of it. We just wish they stopped bringing them over there where we stay at.
Right. Did anyone say anything about us coming into the neighborhood? Because we came to your house yesterday, and I guess it was your nephew. He had like a little baby.
My uncle?
Yeah. Okay, your uncle. Yeah,
My
you
uncle.
Did he say anything about us coming around?
No.
Any neighbors say anything? Are you tight with any of your neighbors?
I sit in that truck. I don't mess with nobody since I got out of jail.
Right.
It's the safest way for me.
No, it's a smart way. Yeah. Anything?
So you say you saw Sasha or Lucky over there about 3 or 4 times?
Yeah, like I said, he ride the bike over there and go to my neighbor's house, and they'd sit outside, talk for a little bit, probably drink a beer, and then he jump on the bike and leave.
Gotcha.
And I don't see him again for a good week or 2 weeks, and then he'll pop back up, and then he'll leave, and then they came with the car, and that was the last time I saw him.
Gotcha. How long the neighbors been staying there?
I honestly don't know. I got out of jail December 21st, and since then they've been there.
They've been there since December 21st?
Yeah.
Did you see them when they what were they doing when they got out the vehicle? Explain to me what they did when they got out.
They got out, they looked around, they knocked on her door, and that's when the guy Lucky walked up to me.
Who knocked on the door?
Lucky.
Okay. All right. Lucky knocked on the door, and then what did the other guy do?
He stayed by the car,
Okay.
and once I guess nobody came to the door, they came over to where I was.
Okay.
Asked for a car cover, I asked them for a cigarette, and they disappeared after that.
What did they have in their hand?
Nothing that was visible. But the dude, Lucky, it looked like he had like some gloves in his pocket, but I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But he had gym shorts on, so it was kind of hard to miss.
Do you remember what color they were?
Black. The black and gray construction gloves, like the rubbery ones.
Okay. What do you do with them?
They were just in his pocket.
In his pocket?
Yeah.
And that was Lucky?
Yeah.
And what did the red, the one red, what did he have in his
So
hand?
he ain't really say too much. He just looked out of place. He was Lucky's black dog. Like anywhere Lucky went, he was just there with him. Because I never seen the kid before. He really, really looked out of place.
Okay.
And once dude Lucky finished talking to me, and they both just walked off. Like I said, he didn't really say too much to me. Said what's going on. Said nothing much, and that's when I think he scratched himself, and that was the whole conversation between me and him.
Any of them look like they had any weapons on them?
No, I seen the gloves.
And they were just hanging out the top?
Yeah, like the finger parts, they was just poking out barely.
Right.
And like I said, he had a tank top on with some gym shorts, and then his gym shorts was sagging, so it was like, it was kind of hard to miss. Look like fingers poking out of your pocket.
And that was Lucky?
Yeah.
Tank top and shorts?
Yeah, a white tank top and some gray basketball shorts.
So anything else that you can think of that might be helpful to the investigation?
The dude Lucky, like I said, when I see him, he usually have on that white tank top and a white baseball hat. But besides that, he barely comes over there.
Okay. We're gonna put together some photo lineups.
Yeah, bro.
We'll drive you back home now and get you all settled and back. But later this afternoon, like, are you around, say, like 2 or 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call you back around there, and then we just want to drive by and show you some photo lineups.
Okay.
See if you can pick him out. You don't have Lucky's phone number or anything?
What about Sasha?
I don't even like her.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. All right, this will conclude at approximately 9:53 hours. That was harmless, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. When we come by to give you those photo lines, we won't have to come all the way back here. We'll just pick you up and bring you to someplace safer, like one of the churches or something in the neighborhood. Just have you look them over, and then we'll drop you off again.
Okay.
When we pick you up and when we drop you off, if there's someone in the neighborhood, we'll just swing. We'll just keep going round and round. You don't have to approach. If you see the van there, you don't have to approach until you know that no one's looking.
Okay.
Okay. So just be safe about it, because I ain't trying to throw you out there.
All right.
Okay. If you would just hang on a second here, let us go and return all this stuff, and then we'll drive you back out there.
All right.
All right, sir. Ready?